The silence in the penthouse felt unnatural, like the whole world was holding its breath. Riri stood by the tall glass windows overlooking Los Angeles, her arms wrapped tightly around herself as the city lights glittered below. Normally, the view calmed her. Tonight, it only made her chest feel heavier. Behind her, Rocky sat on the edge of the sofa, hunched forward, elbows on his knees. He looked nothing like the man she knew, the confident one who filled every room with warmth. Tonight he looked fragile, almost haunted. "Rocky, you're scaring me," she whispered without turning around. "Just tell me what's going on." He inhaled sharply. His fingers shook as he pressed them together. "Why, what I'm about to say might change things, but I can't carry it alone anymore." She slowly turned, searching his face for reassurance. She found none. "Then say it," she murmured. Rocky lifted his head, guilt clouding his eyes. "I haven't been fully honest with you. Not about everything." Her breath hitched. "What do you mean?" He stood, pacing across the room, hands dragging through his braids. "Years before we were official, before the kids, before we built this life, I was involved with someone. I thought it was long gone, buried, done." He swallowed hard. "But she came back recently, with news I never saw coming." Riri's pulse hammered. "What news?" Rocky stopped pacing and faced her directly. "She told me I might have a child I never knew about." The words slammed into her. Riri stumbled backward, gripping the edge of the table to steady herself. "A child?" Her voice cracked. "You're telling me you might have a whole child out there, and you kept that from me?" "I didn't know," he blurted out. She showed up out of nowhere. "The test is pending. I didn't want to say anything until I was sure, but hiding it from you, was eating me alive." Her eyes filled instantly, tears spilling before she could stop them. "I trusted you," she whispered. "I built a life with you. I gave you everything. And you were holding on to something this big?" Rocky moved toward her, but she stepped away. "This isn't about whether you love me," she said, her voice trembling. "This is about honesty, about our family, about the future we talked about every night." Her knees buckled and she sank to the floor, sobs tearing through her. The superstar disappeared. This was simply a woman whose heart had been cracked open. Rocky knelt beside her, but she lifted a hand weakly. "Please, not right now." He froze, tears streaming down his own face. "I never meant to hurt you," he whispered. "I was scared." "Fear doesn't excuse silence," she replied, barely audible. The room stayed heavy, filled only with uneven breathing and the weight of truths that couldn't be taken back. Later that night, hours passed before Riri stepped out onto the balcony, wrapped in a thin robe as the cold night air brushed her skin. She replayed everything, the love, the peace they fought for, the dreams they mapped out together. Could she forgive him? Should she? Inside, Rocky sat alone, hands clasped, realizing how deeply he had shaken the woman who fought so hard to believe in love again. Morning. Riri walked back inside, her steps slow but steady. "This changes things," she said calmly. "I need space, time, and honesty, real honesty." Rocky nodded, eyes red but determined. "I'm not giving up on us," he said, voice low, "no matter how long it takes." She looked at him, hurt, but strong. "Then show me," she said. "Because right now, love feels breakable." And as the sun rose over the city, it became clear. This was no perfect fairy tale. This was a battle between truth and heartbreak, between fear and forgiveness, a love that would have to fight harder than ever to survive.